Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, the Ada Ezekoli channel. So guys, today I have a very interesting topic. I have a topic that people always ask me everywhere I go to. How come you have a Yoruba name? How come you have a Yoruba name? Like your name is... is Ada, like Adeze Oluwatoyin Ezekoli. So from that name, anytime people know my name is Toyin, they're like, how come you have a Yoruba name? How is that even possible? You're from Anambra State. So guys, for those of you who don't know, my dad is Igbo from Anambra State and my mom is Yoruba from Ekiti State. So everywhere I go to, especially in school, people are always so anxious, like, wow, some people are so thrilled that I have parents from different tribes. Some people, especially my classmates, they're always so thrilled that, wow, how does it feel growing up with a Yoruba mom, you know? People are they just can't take it. So I'm going to be answering a lot of you questions. And for those of you who are curious, like, how does, you can't even relate to how I grew up, I'm going to be giving you the tea. Before I start, if you're not subscribed to my channel, just click that subscribe button. It is free. Please, it helps me out. Get me to, this is road to 1k. I'm not at 500, but this is road to 1k. Please click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Now let's get into the video. So the first thing about staying in a mixed home is the language. You know, when you like, assuming I'm the typical Igbo girl where my both parents are from the same state, then they'll speak the same language, and I'll know that, okay, minus English, the other language I'm supposed to learn is the Igbo language. But because of my mom is Yoruba and my dad is Igbo, I kind of had to learn the two languages. Okay, let me explain it. At home, because my mom, she's Yoruba, but she speaks Igbo fluently. Like, my mom speaks Igbo fluently, but she's Yoruba. But because she's Yoruba, so she speaks more of Yoruba at home. I can say that I picked up Yoruba language first before I picked up Igbo language, because my mom she speaks Yoruba a lot around the house. My aunties, when my aunties were with us, they spoke Yoruba a lot. My grandma, like my mom's mom, she only speaks Yoruba. She's late now, God bless her soul. But when she was with us, she only spoke Yoruba. So just imagine, even if you didn't want to learn Yoruba before, for the fact your grandma won't even talk to you in English, like you have to talk to her, you have to give her food, her drugs, so you just have to speak Yoruba to her. That's one thing. And because of, I grew up in Lagos, so a lot of Lagosians spoke Yoruba. People around me, they speak Yoruba, so you just kind of have no other choice but to learn the language. And then to Igbo, because of what originally, let me say my state of origin was Anambra State, so my mom also made it an obligation. She made it a duty to also teach us Igbo language. My mom speaks Igbo language to my dad. She speaks it to the to the Igbo speaking parts of, like, in our street, some people are Igbo, some are Yoruba. She speaks, if you are Igbo, she'll speak Igbo to you. If you're Yoruba, she grew up hearing two different languages. We just had to learn it. And we also taught Nigerian languages in our school as part of our curriculum, but we only offered Yoruba during my sets. Now they teach both Yoruba and Igbo, but we also learned written Yoruba in school. So another thing about being in a mixed home is the food. But one thing about food is that I can't really relate to eating one tribe food, because normally my mom is someone that loves to try out different meals. Like, she loves to cook different meals. So in my house, we eat both Yoruba, Igbo, Akwa Ibom. I think we have eaten all the foods in all the tribe except Hausa. It's only Hausa food I know I haven't really tested. But every other tribe, their food, we have eaten it at home. Like right now, I can cook edikaikon, I can cook afang to some level, and I eat a lot of Yoruba meals, I eat a lot of Igbo meals. And my best food for now, my best swallow, I really like amala, but I also like fufu. I love onubu soup, I love ora soup, I love amala with ewedu gbegiri, meat, I love efori roll. I love different food. So I was open to a very wild variety of food options. When I went to school, I found out that some of my friends have never eaten food outside their tribe. In fact, some of my classmates in the east here, they have never tasted amala, they have never tasted Yoruba food. They don't even know what it looks like because nobody cooks it. And here in the east, it's very, very hard to find Yoruba meals. Like, I found somewhere they sell amala in Enugu, but it's just one place or just two at most. It's not something people eat a lot, so it's very, very scarce. Unlike in Lagos, that you can find both Yoruba, Igbo, you can find all the meals in Lagos. So I had a very wide variety of food choice because of, I have mixed tribe parents. So the third thing, and something that has really built me up, that has made me how I am today, is the way of life of people. So the way of life of the Yorubas is different from the way of life of the Igbo. Growing up in Lagos, I haven't really gone to like my mom's place, like all these Christmas visit stuff, because a lot of my mom family members, they live in Lagos. The ones who don't live in Lagos, they live around Lagos. So, and Yorubas don't have that culture of when somebody died, they go and bury the person in the village. Yorubas, they don't mind, they can bury someone anywhere. Like, if you die in Lagos, they bury in Lagos. Unlike the Igbos, that if their parent dies or someone dies, they have to go all the way to your village to bury you. So that difference in culture has really shaped my attitude today, my behaviors today, because growing up in Lagos, at first I really didn't understand the Igbo culture of all those things. I saw it as unnecessary customs and traditions. But now that I am in UNN, I'm in the East, I now see these things in a different light. Because before, even somehow I kind of see, well, I won't call it a waste of money, the old Igbo burial thing, that they will buy a cow, they throw such a big party. You even begin to wonder if the person they're burying have ever had such a party when he or she was alive. So the Yorubas don't have this mentality. They just believe, just do everything the way your power reach, just do it. But Igbos, they like, you go to the village, you buy cow for your umuna, you do this one, you do all these customs and traditions. But well, I have to, like, that's my life. I'm now used to the two cultures and I understand it. Someone who is Yoruba would see the Igbo burial lifestyle as extravagant, but someone who is Igbo will see it as the Yoruba culture, as you guys are not paying your last respect. That's the way of life. Another way of life is this family thing. But family really differs from family. Like, family system really differs from family to family. But there's just something about this Igbo way of life that's at times you have a family house in the village. Your uncles, you find out that in the village, your uncles' houses are kind of around your own house. Like, all of you bearing this surname, like my surname now is Ezekwelu. We have, like, people build their houses around each other because we are one family. We have that family thing. Meanwhile, in Yoruba land, it's not exactly that. You can actually do it anyhow you want. It's not really compulsory. In the Yoruba system, you can, when you have money, if you are settling down in Lagos, if you are settling down in Abuja, if you are settling down in Calabar, wherever you want to settle down, you can just build your house there, and like that's it. But the Igbo culture, they believe that no matter, even if you live abroad, you should have a home in the East. Like, they'll say your home is your home, you should have a home in the East. That's the Igbo way of life, the Igbo belief. So, having a home in the East also makes it really easy when it's Christmas, Easter, or someone is getting married, someone is getting buried. You all can easily come together because you have a place to stay, and somehow it cuts your cost. Those are the two different ways of life I've come to learn to merge together because of my multi-tribe personality. So, another thing is dressing, but dressing is not really such a big deal. That one is a common something, even with people, even with white people, is a common thing, it's a common cultural factor. Those are one of the things. So, if you want to, like, if you are young and you're thinking of getting married to someone that is in another tribe, come on, you can go for it, because some people believe people from so tribe are wicked, people from so tribe are witches and wizards, but it's not really so. I feel it depends on the person and the person's family. So we have different ways, and you see, I came out just fine, and I can relate. You know, right now when I hear some Yoruba songs and I'm hearing Igbo people jamming to it, I'm just like, how can't you? I'm not fluent in Yoruba, but I'm like, how can't you understand Yoruba? Like, at times it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how can't you understand Igbo? These are basic languages, but it's nobody's fault. They just didn't grow up with the two cultures, unlike me. And I'm glad, I'm happy, and it has been going on really fine. We're cool, we're good with it. So if you have been wondering, how did this towing girl, some of my friends in the east here, they call me towing, how did this towing girl grow up? Like, how was it? It was totally fine. At least we had the same religion. At least both my parents had the same religion, so it was okay and it was cool. So if you want to get married to someone from another tribe, as far as you have weighed your options and you're sure you can cope, you can adapt, you're fine with it, no wahala. But some people just can't. Some people can't even manage. So that's it. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. Thank you so much, and give my video a thumbs up. Also share to your friends, it helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.